I've used flower remedies off and on for a few years, and they've helped me with a plethora of issues, and I found them to be very effective. Until I got to a point where, after, feeling really good being on the remedies, I had a traumatic experience. I was sexually assaulted, and I don't know what kept me from just reaching out as I would usually do to say, hey, this happened. I want to work through this. I need these remedies. But for a long time, I just kept it to myself. I think the trauma of something like that is so great that you can't even deal with it to even reach out for help. I really just held it, and I went through the normal legal system stuff, but as far as actually working on myself and healing from it, I really felt a type of stuck where it didn't even occur to me that there was something that could be done to help me, even though I had been taking remedies for at least 2 years. So Amy finally checked in on me, and it was right on time, and I opened up about it, and she sent me a customized remedy blend. I think if she hadn't checked in on me, I probably never would have even asked for a remedy. Honestly, I would have just held it all in. I didn't know how to deal with it. But within, gosh, like days of beginning the remedy, sometimes remedies work, at different times, or it takes a certain amount of time to start to feel the effects. But I guess with this one, because of the trauma I had experienced, by the third day of taking it, I just began to release grief from just so much that I had repressed from that incident, from things that have happened over the years, from childhood, all kinds of trauma. That those types of traumas, as with rape or anything else, you bury it, and you can't really access that in the same way that you could with not acceptable but more open issues that we're more prone to talk about. So abuse and traumas of that nature are just really deeply buried, to the point that I guess I couldn't even access them to deal with them, or to even think to ask for a remedy that dealt with them. But as the days went on, things came up that I had not forgotten about, but repressed, that I didn't, think about in my daily life or want to think about. And I found myself just dealing with them and finally processing them so quickly. And eventually, feeling much more confident, and just feeling a lot of the weight off of me, weight that I didn't even realize I was carrying. I took that remedy for about 30 days, and I'm finishing up the second 30 days of it now. And the change in me, it just feels like not even I've gotten my old self back, but like I've really uncovered so much that I found like some greater, freer person, that I haven't felt that type of relief from any of the traumas I've experienced since, I guess, I was a child, before the traumas happened. So it's really hard to explain how much the remedies help in situations like that, but I think that in comparison to, other methods that you might try after a trauma, and counseling and all of those kinds of things, which I've done, no matter what other outside methods you attempt, if you don't really get to the emotional root of it, where you're able to actually bring up the issues to be healed. I could have talked about it all day, but I really couldn't spiritually deal with how it affected me on a deeper level. The same for a lot of the other grief that I've recovered from, maybe, even traumas that happened before I was able to articulate how I felt anyway. So remedies are awesome, and Amy is awesome. I really think for people who don't want to reach out, or don't even know where, to begin, or how to deal with, things that are unspeakable, even to ourselves, the best way to get to that is just to deal with something as gentle as a remedy.